Hi, this is Christy Cook, and I am here to discuss South Asia's water crisis and how the China's Three Gorges Dam impacts Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh. War was never officially ended between China and India. It was called the Sino-Indian Border Conflict of 1962. And this was an area that is highly contested between China and India, a little bit into Pakistan, but it is an area that India wanted to make sure they had water coming from. China wants it for the transportation aspect for their outlying regions. However, Dalai Lama was brought into this area and given refuge by India, and that caused a lot more problems in this area. There have been some small skirmishes in that area since then. The Army was brought in, but the Navy and the Air Force never took part in this skirmish. The water that originates in Tibet out of the Himalayan mountains is a source of agricultural and personal use, as well as hydroelectric use in the regions of Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh. The Three Gorges hydroelectric dam was supposed to be used to create more electricity for the consumer's good market in China, but it was causing even more problems because of the environmental impact. China states that they wanted to use this extra electricity to sell to its neighbors and create more electricity and go a little more green about getting away from coal and using the hydroelectric power, since the consumer goods industry in that area has taken a huge jump. However, the damage to the Himalayan ecosystem has been extremely high. The rivers, the Indus River in Pakistan, the Brahmaputra River that flows through India and affects Bangladesh, and the Ganga River, in America we know it as the Ganges River, cannot cleanse itself, and it has caused problems with fish migration and environmental turmoil because the people can no longer sustain themselves that had the industries that took up fishing and transportation. Pollutants build up, the toxins build up, and it causes problems with health for the people that have to drink the water. The erosions of the reservoir banks has started to settle into the river, and people have to be relocated to more areas because of either droughts or too much water flow. Downstream, the silt and sediment cannot get to the agricultural areas to replenish the fields. The deltas are eroding where the water falls into the Persian Gulf and the Indian Ocean, and the salt water is encroaching, which is leading to salinization of the agricultural areas and causing even more economic impact because the farmers can no longer reach their crops with good water, and it cannot wash away the salt water. The Three Gorges Dam sits on two fault lines, and that has the weight of the water in the reservoir has led to tremors and earthquakes in the region, which is a problem because the Three Gorges Dam is set up to withstand these tremors and earthquakes. However, the people's homes are not. Again, the Indus River Valley in Pakistan is an area that they look to have this water flow into, and the China Three Gorges Dam Company has offered to step up and help them figure out ways to manage their water, get their own hydroelectric water systems, and turn it into something positive for Pakistan. However, India and Bangladesh aren't as lucky with the Three Gorges Dam Company coming to help them. The Brahmaputra River and the Ganga River are having the large impact because Bangladesh relies on the Brahmaputra River for its water source. India has gone before the international law system, and it says that China does not have the right to diminish flow of the water down to those areas. However, other systems and states such as Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam have asked the same thing. However, China has not responded to their calls for diminished flow that has affected their region. China's big impact is that they have displaced workers, and these workers have no jobs or land as promised. and they must rely on the government to give them these now as a source of income. China states that they are trying to go green and do the right thing because 2 megawatts of hydropower has displaced 30 tons of coal, which is better for the environment. However, the need for China to keep churning out the consumer's goods, which is one of their biggest incomes over manufactured goods, such as steel, aluminum, big industry items. And now that the Three Gorges Dam has been built, it was many years and many millions of dollars over budget, and it was delayed. Now that the consumer goods have gone to such a level as to require more power, the hydroelectric dam cannot keep up. The limited warfare that has taken place in this area has turned into raids and low-intensity conflict back and forth in the Sino-Indian River or the Sino-Indian Valley region. The dictatorship in China has tried to focus on India and Pakistan and the contention in the area, which takes away the focus of what China is doing internally to the people so that the people can be proud of their country for standing up to India and Pakistan instead of their own lack of income, their lack of land, the way that they've been pushed around by this situation. Globally, not so much of the international system getting involved as the IGOs, such as the World Wildlife Fund, International Rivers, Greenpeace. The conflict of interest is this territorial dispute which has caused economic conflict. India is asking for more water because they are being afflicted agriculturally and health-wise, and China needs the water up there because they need the economic input for their consumer goods, which is a large portion of their income. Individuals in China have no voice and they must trust that they are being taken care of. India has the U.S. as an ally. However, China is a U.S. investor, so it puts the United States in a quandary. So we just watch from a distance as what is going on and let the IGOs handle what is going on. The actors and the influences are the states of Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, and China, but they must learn from what has happened from the areas of Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam, and Hong Kong. The international systems are trying to work, however, with the right of each country to walk away without punishment, there is not much that the international systems can do outside of make suggestions. The non-state actors, such as the multinational corporations who have economic influence over this area, such as those like Nike, such as Adidas, places that these consumer goods are being made for, and the China Three Gorges Dam Corporation, all have an influence over this area. If you would like to look up more of what is going on, I have provided a bibliography. Thank you.